Initiate podcast 7 in 6, 5, 4. I'm not gonna name all the things. This is week. This is podcast 7.
Do you know what a podcast is? Good, because you just made one.
I don't.
That's not The Rock.
Is that something else?
That's the Untouchables.
Well, what we're. Oh, I've seen Untouchables.
Yeah.
Well, what we're. This, in case you were wondering, this is the Everybody Loses podcast. Podcast in quotations, obviously.
Yeah. Everybody loses, not in quotations.
Right. That is so straight on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
My name is John. This is my friend Matt. And Matt, I'm going to ask you the question: how are you today?
I'm doing well. I don't care.
Thank you. So the reason we started with two great impersonations of Sean Connery is that
Sir Sean.
So I recently watched The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Not the wrestler. I watch him on a daily basis, so that's not new.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched The Rock with Sean Connery, and of course, my relative Nicolas Cage. And
we did discuss that on the podcast, right?
If not, I'm someone. My dad's like fourth cousins with Nicolas Cage. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I watched The Rock the other day, and I figured I wanted to bring it up because if anything, it would give us a hell of an intro.
Yeah.
With that, that great Connery accent.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt, you've seen The Rock, right?
I have seen The Rock.
It's pretty ridiculous.
It's a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Michael Bay. I was thinking about this the other day. It must be so difficult to make a kind of non-self-aware action movie because not that is one because that one clearly was like winking the whole time, but like that.
You think so? I don't think it was self-aware. I think Michael Bay's just a bad movie maker.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell because Nicolas Cage's acting is. You're always like, all right, come on, he knows what he's doing here. You always think that, but then it's like, I don't know. It is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I don't know. The first time I saw like Nicolas Cage, I mean, I'd seen him before, but like the first movie I watched him in like the whole way through was National Treasure, and he's really like mellowed out in that movie. Like he sounds like he's stoned. And then I watched The Rock, and like there's scenes like in like the jail cell where he's shouting. Like,
yeah, he's like lying on the floor on his back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess National Treasure was kind of like a Disney movie, right? Wasn't it a Disney movie or something?
I think it was Disney made.
It was kind of family-esque.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know. He is so over the top, and I mean it's hilarious. He's got such like a cult following, but I don't know. I don't remember the last. I'm not sure I remember the last action movie that. I don't know. Do you think that takes itself seriously? The Rock.
The Rock, yes, I do.
I don't know. Like what is?
I think every Michael Bay movie takes itself seriously.
What do you think is better? Like a movie like that takes itself seriously but is ridiculous because of it, or one that knows it's ridiculous and is leaning into it? Like, what do you think?
It depends on how it's made, I guess, because you could fail at either one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
because certain movies, when they're like, oh, it's ridiculous and we know it, it's like annoying.
Like,
right?
I don't know, like 21 Jump Street was like that, and I thought 21 Jump Street was hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Yeah, that was pretty much a comedy, though.
Right.
That wasn't,
I'm just saying, if it's done like that, then it can be...
Yeah. Because, like, Terminator, The Matrix, talked about last week, if you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are pretty much straight on, right? There's no... I haven't seen Terminator in a while, but there's no, like, winking at itself. But
except in, like, it's, like, 5th and 6th sequel or whatever they're on now. They're like, oh, here's a young Arnold Schwarzenegger. But other than that, there is no winking present, yes.
But the Marvel movies are pretty... They make jokes.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of times they kind of force jokes in a little bit. Like, Doctor Strange was, like, a little too much, I think.
Yeah.
It was like, it's a Marvel movie, so there's going to be jokes.
The jokes were hit or miss, definitely, in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. But, like, Iron Man, there was some good comedy in there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Star Wars movies always took themselves seriously, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like...
You alright?
No.
Getting choked up? Tongue myself?
Yeah, it's... Hipster got my tongue. I'm going to make that a recurring thing now.
No.
Alright,
We've gone to the self-referential part of the show.
Like in The Force Awakens, they like make sort of like in jokes, I guess. Like,
Really?
About past movies and stuff. Yeah.
I remember that, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
That. I don't remember a lot of that movie. I thought it was kind of forgettable in a sense, but
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to.
Sure thing.
I don't want to anger you this early.
Forgettable.
In the. I don't want to piss Matt off too early. I got to get him on my good side.
He's just trolling. He doesn't actually think it was forgettable.
I thought it was kind of forgettable.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I don't even remember what happened.
I choose what you think, and you don't think that it was forgettable.
What happened in that movie? You can't even name one thing. There's a guy named Finn.
I could literally summarize the entire
There's
movie.
a guy named Finn.
Do you want it to fill up the podcast? I'm doing this.
We have so much to talk about. Cutting that out, asshole. We have so much to talk about. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the most luxurious podcast you've ever seen.
It's gonna be lined with gold. You're gonna love it.
We're only 6 minutes in. All right, we gotta keep going. There's a lot of fun times in the show, right?
What?
Man, I'm trying to fill up time.
How? Wait, what? Okay.
Forget it.
Yeah.
You missed it. You had to be there. I guess so. You probably never heard of it. So, The Rock. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, have you ever seen the Fast and Furious movies?
No.
Those movies are...
I don't really want to. Are they good?
They're good in a dumb way. I mean, okay, so those movies are pretty... They're not really self-aware, but they're good because they're so ridiculous.
What I do know is that it like started off with racing, and like in the most recent ones, you're like it's like cars going down skyscrapers and shit like that.
I've seen the first 5, and the 5th one was probably the most ridiculous and also the Rock's in it. And I hear that in either 6 or 7, the Rock bottoms someone, like he does a straight up wrestling move on someone, in which that enough is to
Have you ever seen the Vin Diesel movie Triple X?
No, but I heard that's pretty crazy.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer for the new one. They're making a second one.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Triple X State of the Union, but he wasn't in it, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't know too much about it, but this one he's in it, and it's like you want to talk about over the top. Like in the trailer, there's like he like snowboards through the tree line of a forest or something like that, and he rides a motorbike on a wave in the ocean. Like, it's the most like while getting shot at or something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of big dumb action movies. I mean, I guess like I like Die Hard. I don't know how big and dumb Die Hard is. Maybe the best Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how big and dumb that is, but I think that's a good amount of ridiculousness.
Yeah, but not like wackiness.
No, there's a difference between wacky and did you see the first person movie? You saw it, right?
Yeah. I
didn't. What's it called?
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, it was Hardcore Henry. Oh my god.
Did you throw up watching?
I was so weird. Did that come out this year? 2016?
No, I may have. I don't remember. I don't think so.
I will now single-handedly declare that the worst movie of 2016 that I saw.
If it actually came out,
it made us sick. Which you'll hear people go, "Oh, I can't see found footage movies because they make me sick." I'm fine with like found footage movies.
What's found footage? Like Blair Witch.
Blair Witch, yeah, like the Cloverfield.
Intentionally shitty, like in other words.
Like just handheld. Like Paranormal Activity can be considered one stuff like that. Like I'm fine with that. But this was like watching a person play Call of Duty, but it was real, so it was like, and you're watching on a huge screen. So
Hardcore Henry came out in 2015. I just looked it up.
Oh really?
Yep. So does Matt's worst movie of 2015.
Yeah.
Hot take. Only a year late, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I got sick to my stomach, and so I saw it with 2 of my friends, and you probably know which one I'm talking about. But they both got sick too. Like the one had to like it was like watching it with looking at his feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And besides that, like that was bad enough, but it was just a terrible movie. Like
was it like
horrible,
soulless? Like there was nothing interesting about it besides the fact that it was first person.
Yeah, it's like this guy and this really like dumb British dude who like he like dies 5 times in the movie but just keeps coming back.
What?
And it's not really explained. It's explained like 2 minutes towards the end, but until the end of the movie you're like, wait, didn't that guy die? Yeah. And then 15 minutes later you're like, wait, didn't that guy die again?
It's like that Tom Cruise movie where he keeps restarting or whatever.
Yeah, but But like the British guy wasn't like the he's not the main character. He's not the guy who like you're watching it from. He's just like his pal, but he just keeps dying. You're like, what the hell is going on? But other than that, yeah, it's just soulless and
yeah. I mean, I think I found that kind of not necessarily Hardcore Henry, but using kind of ridiculous dumb movies. When I watch like a string of serious movies or TV shows, I like to use them as a break to kind of cleanse the palate. You know, it's like eating cheese. Is that a thing people do? Cleanse your palate? I don't even know what that means.
Do you know what kind of foods are supposed to cleanse your palate?
Like vodka, I would imagine. Like something that just destroys your tongue, right?
Yeah. Ginger. Like if you ever get ginger with like sushi, you're supposed to eat the ginger to cleanse your palate. Oh. And I went to the only year I ever went out like to a restaurant for Thanksgiving dinner. We went to like this nice restaurant, and they like in the middle of the meal they gave you this like small cup of like lemon sherbet or something, and I was like, "What's this?" And my mom was like, "It's to cleanse your palate."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay,
it's just to punch your tongue in the face.
I'm just eating turkey, but whatever."
Yeah, turkey's not very. Yeah, it's just like a punch to the tongue face. That's pretty much all it is. Like get back in line, fall in line, man.
What did you just mention? Edge of Tomorrow. Did you see it?
No.
Or did you just? It's a really good movie.
Really?
Like it looks dumb, but it's kind of wacky.
Man, I'm a wrestling fan. I love dumb.
But it's a good movie.
Dumb is my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like a nice mix of movies. I like movies that are. I like movies that don't know they're dumb, but they think they're really serious.
Yeah.
But then I also like The Big Lebowski. Like it knew it's dumb, but it was also a comedy. But it was just so zany.
I really need to get around to watching that.
Yeah, that's a real classic. It's you'll never look at John Goodman the same because John Goodman is maybe the best character ever in that movie. Like he's insane.
I have a feeling it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean after what was that one we saw?
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, that he was that was pretty. I don't know which character I like more. Like what is more ridiculous.
Yeah.
But at least Big Lebowski was a comedy, but the 10 Clover Lane was pretty hilarious.
It's supposed to be a thriller, I think, but it ended up just being a comedy.
That movie really freaking took off at the end. I was like, whoa, like when did the aliens
I enjoyed it, but I don't think I enjoyed it for the reason the filmmakers wanted me to enjoy
Remember we saw that we were the only people in the movie theater?
Not for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
No, it was The Martian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Martian.
Yeah. We should have like just put on a tape recorder and start, and it would
that could have been episode 1.
It would have been a great commentary.
Episode 0 of the Everybody Loses podcast. I was watching those movies. Yeah.